In this class, we will discuss about the cyclic electron transport. Cyclic electron transport is another kind of electron transport. This transport takes place in the stroma lamellae. Now, stroma lamellae contains only photosystem 1, whereas grana membrane has both photosystem 1 and 2. But stroma lamellae, this membrane has only photosystem 1. Now let's see what is going to happen in this light reaction. So the light harvesting complex of the photosystem 1 absorbs the different wavelengths of light and passes the energy to the chlorophyll A P700, which is the reaction center. And as I told you that the P700 can also absorb 700 nanometers of length of light directly. So imagine it has absorbed 2 photons. 2 photons of light it has absorbed. Now what happens is the chlorophyll A P700, pigment 700 is moving to the excited energy. From the ground state it entered into excited state. Now because of this excited state, what happens is the electrons, the 2 electrons from the outer orbits, they jump outside. So P700 will be losing the electrons. The loss of electrons is known as oxidation. Now P700 is in oxidized state. Minus వెళ్ళిపోతే ఆటోమేటికల్గా ప్లస్ charge అనేది వస్తుంది. So P700 is in the oxidized state. Now the released 2 electrons, they are accepted by ferredoxin. Now ferredoxin is in reduced state. Now from ferredoxin the electrons are carried to the cytochrome B, and from cytochrome B the electrons are transferred to the plastoquinone. Now plastoquinone, we already know about this pump, quinone pump. PQ took 2 electrons from the cytochrome B and 2 protons from the stroma and converted into PQH2, plastoquinone. Now PQH2, it dumps protons, 2 protons into the lumen part. So into this lumen part, this is the lumen, and the 2 electrons are transferred to the cytochrome F. So we know that plastoquinone ద్వారా ప్రతి 2 electrons కి the 2 protons ని dump చేస్తుంది from stroma to the lumen. It is a proton carrier, not only an electron carrier but also a proton carrier. So cytochrome F is in reduced condition. Okay, now cytochrome F nunchi the electrons are transferred to the plastocyanin, and from plastocyanin the electrons are transferred to the oxidized form of P700 plus. Ante the lost electrons, P700 lost electrons, again it received back. So that is why this electron transport is known as cyclic electron transport. P700 ఇనీషియల్ గా లూజ్ అయినటువంటి ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ మళ్ళీ దానికి ప్లాస్టోసైనిన్ ఇచ్చేసింది. నౌ ఆక్సిడైజ్డ్ కండిషన్ ఈజ్ నౌ రెడ్యూస్డ్ బ్యాక్. That lost electrons is compensated. So this electron transport is a cyclic electron transport. దాని లాస్ అయినే మళ్ళీ దాని దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసాయి ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్, రైట్? Now after this cyclic electron transport, how many protons accumulated in the lumen? So this is the lumen part now. So this part I have highlighted. So this is the lumen, this is the stroma lamellae, and this is the lumen part. So in the lumen part, for every 2 photons absorbed, 2 electrons will be released, right? So lumen load, after plastoquinone cycle, 2 protons accumulated. Here we did not see the photolysis of water. Photolysis of water does not occur in the cyclic electron transport. First point. And the second point is FDNADP oxidoreductase enzyme is also absent. ఇప్పుడు మనం చదువుకున్నాం in the grana outer membrane కి అటాచ్ అయ్యి FDNADP oxidoreductase or NADP reductase or FNR enzyme was present, which helps in the reduction of NADP plus. But that enzyme is absent in the stroma lamellae. Stroma lamellae paina a enzyme undadu. Kabatti there is no NADPH formation. So NADPH formation does not occur in the cyclic electron transport. So this is the second important thing which you have to remember. And the third one which you are already aware, photosystem 2 is absent. Yes, only photosystem 1 is present in the stroma lamellae. Right. So after this electron transport, how many protons accumulated? 2 protons. Now, as a result, more protons in the lumen, less in the stroma. So, in stroma region lo takku unnai, lumen lo ekku unnai. Now, what happens? There is a proton gradient. Protons high in the lumen, less in the stroma. Now, what happens is, because of this, there is proton motive force generated. A protons high ఇటు లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఒక మోటివ్ ఫోర్స్ అంటే దే వాంటెడ్ టు మూవ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లూమెన్ టు ద స్ట్రోమా సో దెర్ ఈస్ అ ఫోర్స్ విచ్ క్రియేటెడ్ విచ్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ప్రోటాన్ మోటివ్ ఫోర్స్ నౌ హౌ దే మూవ్ టు ద స్ట్రోమా ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్డ్ బై కెమీ-ఆస్మోటిక్ హైపోథెసిస్. కెమీ-ఆస్మోటిక్ హైపోథెసిస్లో మిచెల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసినదే ద సేమ్ థింగ్ విచ్ యు ఆర్ లెర్నింగ్ నౌ. సో దెర్ ఈస్ అన్ ఎంజైమ్ విచ్ ఈస్ హెల్పింగ్ for the transport of these protons. What is that enzyme is? ATP synthase. ఈ enzyme కి 2 parts ఉన్నాయి. The tail part is coupling factor 0. ఈ head part coupling factor 1. Same exactly. ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ATP synthase ఇక్కడ కూడా. The same thing which you are observing. Right. So this is the channel site. ఇక్కడ నుంచే protons travel అవుతాయి అటువైపు. And this is the catalytic site. Catalytic site, why? Because here the ATP formation takes place, right? That is why it is known as catalytic site, right? So what is happening is, let's see. Now the protons started moving from high concentration to the low concentration. So protons are moving. They have crossed the channel site. Coupling factor 0 ni cross chesinayi. Now when they cross, what happens? A force generated. Because of this force, the head part is rotating. Itla rotate ayindi. When it rotates, what happens? ADP phosphate, which is already there in the stroma, ready-made gunna already. So because when the head rotates, there is a force generated to combine ADP with a phosphate to form ATP. So ADP phosphate combine ayi, ADP combined with phosphate to form ATP. To form ATP. Now such kind of a process is photophosphorylation. In the presence of light, ADP combined with a phosphate to form ATP. Such process is photophosphorylation. Because this phosphorylation is with respect to the accumulation of protons due to cyclic electron transport. This is known as cyclic photophosphorylation. దీన్నే cyclic photophosphorylation అంటున్నాం. Cyclic electron transport వల్ల protons accumulate అయినాయి కాబట్టి తర్వాత proton gradient differences ఫామ్ అయింది, తర్వాత ATP ఫామ్ అయింది ఫైనల్లీ. సో అందుకని cyclic photophosphorylation అంటున్నాం. The next thing is, right, మరి అక్కడ in the previous class we have seen, so in the grana, if you can remember, the non-cyclic electron transport takes place. Protons accumulated in the lumen, they have used this ATP synthase and traveled to the stroma. And what formed? ATP formed. మరి దీన్ని ఏమనాలి? Non-cyclic photophosphorylation. The photophosphorylation occurred due to the accumulation of protons due to non-cyclic electron transport. That is why this is known as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. ఇది previous class, non-cyclic photophosphorylation. ఇప్పుడు ఈరోజు మనం చదువుకుంది cyclic photophosphorylation. Because of cyclic electron transport, protons accumulated in the lumen, and that is why finally what happened? A photophosphorylation took place. So that is why cyclic photophosphorylation. So the key points which you have to remember is cyclic electron transport takes place in the stroma lamellae. In the stroma lamellae, photosystem 1 is present. 2 is absent. Next, in cyclic electron transport, during this process, photolysis of water does not take place. And oxygen is also not released. Photolysis of water is jargadu ikkada, first of all. Second one is, FNR enzyme is absent. FD, NADP oxidoreductase enzyme is absent in the stroma lamellae. Thus, NADPH does not forming. It doesn't form during this cyclic transport. Right. So, these are the points which you have to remember. ఇక అవుట్పుట్ చూసుకుంటేనన్నా ఆఫ్టర్ సైక్లిక్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ అండ్ phosphorylation, photophosphorylation, the final output is, for every 2 photons entering into cyclic electron transport, 2 protons will be accumulated in lumen because of quinone cycle. So if 2 protons accumulate, what happens when they move towards this stroma? How many ATPs are formed? 1 ATP is formed. So this is the output of, the final output of cyclic electron transport. So right, by this we finished light reaction. So I told you that photosynthesis takes place in 2 stages. The first stage is light reactions. So during light reactions, what we discussed? Light reactions lo light energy converted into chemical energy. And what is that chemical energy? In non-cyclic electron transport, after photophosphorylation, what is formed? ATP. And electron transport appude NADPH kuda form ayindi. NADPH plus H plus. This is during non-cyclic electron transport. Cyclic electron transport lo em form ayindi? Only ATP is formed. Only ATP formed. And this is due to non-cyclic electron transport. ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ ఏటీపీ ఫామ్ అయింది సైక్లిక్ లో. నాన్ సైక్లిక్ లో ఆఫ్టర్ ఫాస్ఫోరిలేషన్ ఏటీపీస్ ఫామ్ అయినాయి, ఎన్ఏడిపిహెచ్ ఫామ్ అయినాయి. అండ్ దీస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అసిమిలేటరీ పవర్. ఏటీపీస్, ఎన్ఏడిపిహెచ్ ఈజ్ నోన్ యాజ్ అసిమిలేటరీ పవర్. Light energy converted into chemical energy, nothing but ATPs and NADPH. Now this assimilatory power will be used for the second set of reaction. First reactions are light reactions. Now this assimilatory power is used for the second set of reactions, which are dark reactions. In the next classes, we will be talking about the dark reaction. So photosynthesis process lo 6 CO2, 12 water gives rise to, in the presence of light, in the presence of chlorophyll, C6H12O6 is formed. A glucose formation జరగడానికి ఫస్ట్ లైట్ రియాక్షన్స్ జరుగుతాయి, అసిమిలేటరీ పవర్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. నౌ దిస్ అసిమిలేటరీ పవర్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ ద డార్క్ రియాక్షన్ టు రెడ్యూస్ ద కార్బన్ అండ్ టు ప్రొడ్యూస్ గ్లూకోజ్. గ్లూకోజ్ ప్రొడక్షన్ ఎట్లా జరుగుతుంది తర్వాత అనేది మనం చూస్తాం డార్క్ రియాక్షన్స్లో. అండ్ డార్క్ రియాక్షన్స్ టేక్స్ ప్లేస్ ఇన్ ద స్ట్రోమా. ఈ లైట్ రియాక్షన్స్ అన్నీ stylocoid membrane, grana, stroma lamellae lo జరిగాయి. Whereas dark reactions takes place in the stroma part with the help of various sort of enzymes.